Welcome back. This is our premiere edition of Family Favorite Recipes. Well, I'll get that right.
You came up with that wonderful
I did, but I put too many F's in it.
And I think that's good.
But we're going to have fun with this. We've got some guests with us.
We do. We've talked to a couple of our guests staying, Julia Eves, and we have Michelle Jajura, and they're going to help us prepare this recipe.
All right.
Which is called what?
It's called Family Favorite Recipes.
No, what is this recipe
called? This
called?
is called a cream cheese fruit pie.
And we've called it blueberry throughout
that's what
the
we're
show
using
because
today.
that's what we're using, but you can use any fruit.
You
right?
can use strawberries, apples, and I prefer fresh. I don't really like the frozen stuff, but I know that's frozen because it was frozen before we had it fresh
where
first.
You picked it, yeah.
Yeah, where we
right
picked
off
it.
the vine.
Yeah, and there's a lot of places around here where we can get that. And if you see on the screen there, that is the recipe they're going to be putting together today. And what you'll need ingredients is 1 gram cracker crust, or you can do the old-fashioned way by getting graham crackers and crushing them up.
And
putting them in a pan, but we like to, just for time's sake, just go ahead and use a cream.
Are we ready to start with the actual
let's go down
recipe? Okay, go ahead.
And then, well, if they'd put it back up, I could read it. And then we're going to be putting in a package of cream cheese. That's 1 package. And you can use the fat-free or the regular kind. I like the regular kind because it's got all the fat in it. Half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, and 1/4 cup of sugar. And because we like to make this almost fat-free and calorie-free, we're using Splenda today.
And you also, the fruit is like 1.5 cups to 2 cups of their favorite fruit that you want to use.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
Okay, first of all, I would suggest you preheat your oven to 350 degrees so that it will be ready when this is ready to go. First up, what? Cream cheese.
Let's put our cream cheese in the bowl.
Here, you want me to hold that?
Sure. Cream cheese.
Are you pretty good in the kitchen?
Oh,
An 8-ounce block of cream cheese, soft. If you let it be room temperature, obviously it will incorporate much easier.
Yeah,
And
but
this
we
one's not quite
we
there.
can beat that down to make it the right texture.
Absolutely.
And then we want to go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay.
And then we're going to let you mix that up.
Oh, you're not mixing today?
I will, but you're doing such a good job. Here, I need to let you have the mic.
I will mix away.
Personally, I like a little more vanilla.
You want a little more?
Well, I just kind of dash it because I like the flavor.
Okay, go ahead and put some more
That's
in
all right,
there.
whatever you want to do.
Oh, Dan. I'm going to let you take the mixer
You
and
don't
you
want to
can...
put too much.
Now that's a brick. It may fly all over the place.
Have to be a little bit aggressive with this cream cheese.
Look at you go. Again, if it was softened, it would mix a lot easier. So, okay, and we're going to go ahead and add our egg before we get
We've got some these are our eggs from our chickens.
from the Oz chickens.
Would you like to bust that?
Oh,
I have
nice.
no idea how to bust an egg.
Bust a move. Look at her.
Ooh, there she goes.
Very good. Okay.
1 egg.
Keep mixing.
1 egg.
Whoop, splash a little bit. It's a little bit aggressive here.
You're slinging yolk.
It's fast. It's as slow as it goes.
Is that the slowest it'll go?
And then
It's going to be really good.
we're going to go ahead here in a second and add our sugar. But we're not using sugar.
I'm using Splenda.
So I'm going to let Dan explain. You wanted to talk a little bit
Yeah,
about
well, a lot of
Splenda.
people, the artificial sweeteners, there's the pink, the blue, and then there's the yellow, and then they've got green. Well, the pink is saccharin.
That's the package.
I think
color.
that was the first one that was ever invented. And then they go to the blue, which is, I forgot what it's. It's
NutraSweet?
No, it's
Okay. Equal.
It's an equal, yeah. But it's what they put in most all diet drinks. Aspartame, that's it.
Okay.
And that's not a good thing if you can
No.
get away with it. Yeah. And then the yellow is sucralose, which is Splenda. Now the new one is the green, and I think it's, I've forgotten the name of that.
I use something called stevia.
Stevia, that's what it is.
Does it cook the same?
It
Do you
cooks
know?
a little different. I think it's a little acidy taste, and I like Splenda the best
Okay.
because
Well,
I use it quite a bit.
Now, this is a 1/4 cup of Splenda.
And you measure it just like sugar.
Getting nicer. A lot more smooth.
Should we put another egg
We
in
like
there?
your commentary.
Should we put another egg in there just for fun?
No, you messed up the recipe.
You guys don't know how to cook.
Look, it's
like
like
icing. Looking really good.
It does look like
Nice.
icing.
And then when she gets that mixed up real well, then we will we'll fold in our fresh fruit.
Okay.
That looks beautiful.
Really good.
I could just eat that. But you probably shouldn't eat raw egg. Okay.
All right.
Oh man, whoever's
Doesn't it look
licking
good?
those beaters is going to have a good one.
It's too fast. It'll all fling off.
Well, I like the beaters thick when I eat the beaters.
There we go.
Do you
Right
want to
now-
add these for
Yeah.
me? Thank you. And I've measured out, I guess, about a cup and a half, I think, of fresh berries.
Okay.
Here, let me take that. And
Now,
then-
if you
Sorry.
like
Julia.
more berries, you can add more. If you like less, you can just add less to that.
I don't know if you want to speak while you're doing that. No?
I'm
Looking
good.
juicy.
I just stirred.
Looking juicy.
Now, are you pretty active in the kitchen?
Not really.
Not really.
No,
are you
I can
a
order-
drive-through
I can
mother?
take out pretty good.
She said some of her
pretty
best
good.
pies are already made.
Already made.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. That's
And if
not
you'll
very
get the
hard.
graham cracker crust, then we will Here you go, hold
Dump
that.
that in there.
Dump that in there.
Let's turn
Now
to the
that
sides
is a
where we
cooking
can
term. Dump that
see it
in there.
Dump it in there.
Just want you to say.
All right.
And then we need to
Crush these.
crush some of our graham crackers.
Uh-oh.
Some right
Crush it
there.
a little there.
That's all right.
It's going to be pretty.
It's
It
beautimous.
is.
And look, our oven is already preheated to
It's preheated.
350
Let's slide that
degrees
just this way.
We
just
started
a little
early.
bit.
because we're good that way.
This is quite thick, and you have to be real careful about busting your graham
Well,
cracker.
and
But it
again,
really doesn't matter. I mean, it's a
You can
it's
either
fun
make
food.
your own crust
Yeah.
Have you ever made your own?
or no.
I have.
There's some extra things that you just don't do in the kitchen.
I did once for a cheesecake.
Oh.
But, you know.
Now, don't everybody write in to say I'm doing it the wrong way, because I probably am. Won't do any good to chastise me. Okay, that looks good to me.
looks
And
I'm going to hold that
That's
for later.
gonna
We'll
be-
lick this later.
Okay.
Julia has crushed our graham crackers to sprinkle on top. Look
Ooh,
at
that looks good.
that.
Pretty.
Those look good. We want them thick.
Let's just go all out.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That looks good.
Now we're going to put it in
And
the
we're
oven.
gonna
Who
pop
wants to
it
take
in
the
the-
honors of putting it into the...
Maybe
I will.
you should,
Okay.
We
yeah.
will pop it in the oven, which has been preheated to 350 degrees.
Oh, no, let's do one more thing. We've
Oh,
got something
yeah,
here.
we gotta
We have a
put
special...
We have this handy dandy little
Have you ever used one of
apparatus.
these?
I've used foil. I don't have one of those.
Well, the foil, what the foil does is it kind of burns it if you're not careful. If you put cold ingredients in here like the frozen,
Mm-hmm.
it has to cook longer. And so what you do is it's good to have the things.
so that your
so-
crust doesn't.
Yes,
Burn,
this will keep it from
burn.
burning, and this will take heat. So this will keep your items looking
very
really good.
handy.
Yeah.
See, isn't it pretty? Into the oven we go. Are we going to?
Let's go take a break, and
Okay.
then this should be cooked. Now you're going to put this in for about 25, 30 minutes. Probably ought to keep checking it
It's
depending on how
until
cold
it's
the
set.
ingredients are. Yeah.
And it will be a little brown, I think, on top.
Yeah,
So.
I think the last one we made took about 30 minutes because we had some frozen berries in there and they had to cook right. So just depends on that. We'll take a real quick break and we'll come back and see what the results. Stay with us.